Oh man, when I published my first video and I was looking at it, I thought, holy shit, this is bad, but like really bad. You know, English isn't my first language, and especially when I'm driving in the car, man, I talk so slow. So luckily only 3 people saw it yet. But damn it, I have to really have to improve. It's a new day and I was thinking that I really love the RPO business model, recruitment process outsourcing. It's such a huge opportunity right now, especially in our country, and I don't know exactly how it is in different countries, but what I've read is that in so many countries right now there's a labor shortage. So there are a lot of vacancies, open vacancies, and companies don't know how to fulfill it. And that's exactly what we do. Like, we have a waterproof system that we totally created ourselves. Like, when we started, like, we had no competition that were doing exactly the same thing. And yeah, you're actually solving one of the biggest pain points in whole B2B, and that's basically just finding the right people for companies. It's such a big pain point. Like, look, when they don't have the right people, they like, if it's a machine business, like, they don't have people behind the machines. So it basically means if they don't have people, they lose a lot of revenue, like a fuckload. Or like, the pressure on the people who already work in the company will get way too high, leads to burnouts, which even leads to more costs, you know. And that's exactly what we solve for our clients. And the funny thing is, I started with SMMA, and what we do is actually, it's a bit similar to SMMA, but like, we just focus on finding people for our clients, employees. I fucking love this business model. To give you a bit of in-depth information, a bit more into the recruitment space, what's normally the case is that there are no cure, no pay constructions, where a company pays a recruitment firm about 20 to 30% of a yearly salary. Like, let's get that into your mind. Like, let's say you graduated and have a diploma for something nice. The recruiter that places you at the company you are currently working, if you went there by a recruiter, they literally received 10 to 30,000 or sometimes even more dollars for finding you and placing you there. So I hope that makes sense in your mind, like how much money in this recruitment space, in the landscape of recruitment is going. Like, it's trillions, not even kidding. And what we are doing with our company is a subscription-based version of it. So we just leave the no cure, no pay construction, and we just say you pay for our work. So we are way cheaper than traditional recruitment agencies. And instead of having all these bumps and spikes in your income because you are no cure, no pay, and sometimes you place some people, sometimes you don't, we work on monthly retainers, mostly in yearly contracts. So every client we sign, it's instantly high ticket, and we know, like, when we forecast, we have proper forecast, because we know almost exactly what we will receive in our bank account, like in 6 months, 7 months, etc. So yeah, that's what I want to tell. What I want to tell you guys about the RPO model. It's totally slept on. It's so freaking funny. We started 3 years ago and had no experience at all in the recruitment space, and still we just did our own thing, like pioneering, and it's going so well. Like, each year, month to month, we grew, very low churn rate. To be honest, the clients we lost were the clients we were looking forward to lose. But yeah, it's insane how how nicely this works. Look at this, by the way, the weather here in the Netherlands. You will see this a lot. Oh, I said it before, but you really never ever get used to this stuff. It's cold, it's looking gray. People have this thing called winter depression. Well, it's true, man. Damn. Hey yo, I'm currently driving to a possible new client, a prospect. It's like a cleaning company. It's quite big. They have like 800 full-time employees with multiple locations across the Netherlands. Also one in our hometown. And yeah, what's funny about this one, it's the company has 800 people, and then most oftentimes they already have a recruitment department. And yes, indeed, this one also has a recruitment department. But the beautiful thing about job marketing and RPO is that even if companies have like huge recruitment departments, they still don't have the expertise in-house how to properly set up a recruitment marketing campaign, or job marketing campaign, if you will. So they're looking for to outsource this. Yeah, they're looking for a partner with a lot of expertise in the field, and that's exactly what we do. So yeah, we came to this client through cold calling. It's what we actually do a lot. I'll tell you more about it later. Cold calling, grinding, you know. So I'm really curious how this meeting will go. It's with the HR manager. And yeah, the HR manager of a bigger company has quite something to say. How do you put it? You don't necessarily talk with like the CEO when you're talking with bigger companies like 800 FTE. The HR manager will make choices when it comes to hiring and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm very curious how it will go. Also, what's really interesting, and what I'll get into more in detail later, is that tomorrow I have the kickoff call with a LinkedIn consultant who's gonna teach us all about LinkedIn thought leader ads. It's like the new way to advertise on LinkedIn. And we have a course with him, like a mentorship, 3-month long partnership, where we will like lay out a whole strategy, and integrate that in LinkedIn thought leader ads. And the beautiful thing about thought leader ads is that you can get directly in front of your target audience. Like with Facebook or Instagram, like our target audience are like HR managers, CEOs, directors, that kind of stuff. And on LinkedIn it's super specific, so you can just hyper target those people and say like, I want a company of 50 plus employees, 50 to 1000 employees, and I want all the HR managers in this and this niche. So let's say healthcare or something. And then with the thought leader ads, we are able to get way cheaper advertising in front of them. And then later, when they see all of our ads, etc., we can call them through cold call. But through this way, it's not completely cold for them. They have seen you so many times when you call them, and maybe they will even inbound contact you. So it's really interesting, and I'll share all those details with you. So yeah, I'm very hyped for that too. So I arrived at the location of the prospect, and I try to be there at least 10 minutes in advance, just to take a brief, read everything through, research a bit about the person who I'm gonna sit with, like check their LinkedIn, check their background, etc. So I get in there with a nice, relaxed feeling and feeling prepared. That's what I love. Sometimes when the traffic is fucked up or something, it really stresses me out. So that's not nice to go into a meeting like feeling stressed, you know. Also, what I do is when I drive to the certain prospect, that I call Mark, our sales manager, and we just have a chat about the prospect, what they do, what the things he talked about with them. So I have an extra angle. Alright, just had the meeting. It was a really nice HR manager, really lovely guy, a lot of energy, and yeah, they really have a challenge. It's a nationwide company, as I told before, and we accelerate in vacancies where they have to fill like many of them. So not one-offs, but maybe they need like 50 or 100 persons of the same type, and that's exactly what they have. They already have a really nice infrastructure inside their company, but he's looking for options to accelerate their growth with this type of vacancy. He told me that he's not looking to implement it straight away because he has some major projects he needs to finish first, and then like when the summer comes, he'll probably move on to recruitment to take the next steps there. And he said he was really fond of me, fond of our ID, and he liked the conversation a lot, and he'll take it into serious account. So yeah, I said to him that I'll make a great package for him with all the information and proposal and stuff, and then we just follow up along with each other the coming 2 quarters, and then who knows. And it's often with RPO that you don't get the sales straight away. It's often longer sales processes, and that's alright because it's very high ticket. So yeah, it's all good. I have a good feeling about this, and well, just happy. So currently driving on to the next client. It's a client we already have just for online marketing. Just talking through with them what's gonna happen the next year. I did this work, and right now the business is growing in such a pace that it's getting too much for me. So I have to tell to them that I personally quit with the marketing work for them, because it's just too much. I just have to focus on sales and yeah, building the company. So I'll say to them that I bring the work over to a freelancer that's working with us, and if they don't want that, then I'll just say thanks for everything, and yeah, I hope the best for you. So that's also a thing. Sometimes you have to say goodbye to clients, you know. And what we see is that the clients that we started with, yeah, they are like way lower in pricing, and they cost a lot of time and headspace. When you grow, you finally get in such a luxurious position that you can say goodbye to clients, you know. It's not something bad to do, because the space it will give and the mental clarity, it will only translate into better deals for our core business, which is the most important for me, and where we make our most revenue. So yeah, to be honest, not looking forward to this conversation, because I just don't like it to say sorry. It's one of my bad characteristics, as you can tell. Okie doke.